And he was just like, if he has to like start contributing to the cleaning of the house, or if he has to start cooking for himself, then that means they're 50-50. And if they're 50-50, that means that she should pay half of the rent. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoki and I'm a Gemini, which is why this channel is called Zoki the Gemini. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about a discussion I recently had with a family, well, I guess described as a family friend, and what you guys think of it. Because when we was having this discussion and he was talking about these new age women, I'm just like, ooh. Anytime a guy says new age woman, I'm just like, ooh. Anyways, if you want to find out more about discussion and just want to offer your opinions, then make sure you stay tuned. And whilst you're there, once again, courtesy demands that you like, comment and subscribe. Now, let's get into the video. I just want to start off here by saying he will have no clue that I've actually made this into a video, only because it's not even about him, it's more so the discussion, like the kind of points he was raising. And this is from a guy that is, I'm not gonna say his age yet, but he's over the age of 30. So it's like, okay, you know, like on the internet we see all these videos about men, what men want, and it's all from these YouTubers, and you're just thinking, bro, you're not even in a tax bracket to be making these kind of claims. You're talking about high value men when you're not a high value man yourself. Do you get what I mean? But having this discussion with him has made me actually really think, and I thought, let me bring it to my YouTube fam and see what you guys think. Anyway, so me and him was just generally chatting, like catching up, like, oh, how things been, and I think I joked about how when am I gonna meet your special someone, or because I don't know who asked who first, but I know I definitely asked him back, or asked him first, and he was just like, oh, Zogi, like, women these days, man, it's just all different, and I'm just like, you know, when men start with, women these days, already I'm already side-eyeing you, especially if they're over the age of 30, like, new age women or women these days, like, are you talking about your mom? You want a woman like your mom, that struggled like your mom did, like how, you know, a lot of moms, black moms, struggled back in the day? Is that what you want? Anyways, so he's like, yeah, women these days are different, they're not the same, So I said, okay, cool, what is your preference, and like what are you looking for? Once I asked him the question about his preference, like what are you looking for, like what's going wrong, because I'm like, oh, I heard you was with so and so, and you know, it seemed to be going well, and he's like, oh yeah, we broke up, So the first thing he said here was that he makes over 6 figures, and he does, like, I can vouch for him, he does. He said, I make over 6 figures, you know, I'm ready to settle down, like I'm actually ready for it, I'm not trying to waste anyone's time. I go gym, I think, he said I go gym, and then 4th, he said I'm good looking. So I'm like, okay, cool, you've listed out things that, you know, in your head makes you like a great catch, which is fair enough, and he was like, he just wants a woman that understands the needs of a man and what a woman should do. Now all of that talk is a bit techie. Do you get? It's all a bit techie when a guy says what a woman should do and what a man needs. Like, do you want a sex slave? Do you want a servant? Do you want an equal partner? You know, you just never know when you're talking to men these days. So anyways, I'm just like, explain more what you mean. He was just like, listen, I'm someone where he's very much upfront, like he will buy you things, he'll pay for things. He's like, the whole who's paying on the first date, like it's not something that he even considers. It's not something that a woman should ever worry about. Like, he's paying, he's taking care of things financially, the financial side. But when it comes to cooking and cleaning, he's expecting his girl to do all of that, and he's not trying to do any of it. So when he said any of it, I'm just like, any? And he was just like, if he has to like start contributing to the cleaning of the house, or if he has to start cooking for himself, then that means they're 50-50. And if they're 50-50, that means that she should pay half of the rent, she should bring money to the table, she should pay for herself on her dates. Like, so he was very much like, you know, I've got all of these qualities that I know girls are looking for. Like, I make over 6 figures, so over £100,000, which, you know, a lot of girls want. I go gym, some girls want that. He says, I'm ready to settle down. Most girls want that. And then he was just like, I'm good looking. Obviously, you know, most girls want that also. So he's like, I've got all of these qualities, yeah. So I feel like my partner, so the person that deserves me, the person who warrants my time, they need to be able to basically take care of all of like the cleaning and the cooking, and basically like, you know, tend to, you know, cater to his needs. And I'm just like, how has that journey gone so far? Like, how was the progress on that? He's hard. Women these days, like, women are not the same anymore. So I was like, what do you mean? He was just like, end of the day, women are now saying that they should be able to work, they should be able to do this. So if you want to be able to do all of that, then you should be able to make it 50-50. Now, where I stand with this, yeah, this is very much like, I'm not bashing him at all. I'm just like, where do you really stand in this, like, where, I don't even know the positioning I should assume, because I was just like, but based off your description, yeah, you don't want a partner. So yeah, you don't want a partner, not really. You don't want someone that will challenge you, like mentally challenge you, someone that, you know, can actually, you know, uplift you kind of thing. You want someone that is ready to kind of be in your shadow. Do you get what I mean? Almost like, yeah, almost to be in your shadow. You don't want her to talk too much. You don't want her to be too outspoken. You don't want her to be too opinionated. So you almost want her to live in the shadow. So, you know, the whole concept of don't talk unless you're spoken to kind of thing. That's what you want. And then he was just like, nah, like, you know, she can have her opinions. Even that, anyways, let me not even go into that too tough, yeah. But he was like, so I asked the question, yeah, and I was just like, okay, let's say she has a business here. So, okay, you're saying that she don't have to work. She should stay at home, look after the kids. If you guys don't have kids yet, look after the house. You know, basically, you know, 1950s kind of housewife, yeah. But she will be, oh, another thing, he said he doesn't want her to be bored. Now, he doesn't want her to be, he doesn't want her to work. Doesn't want her to be too mentally challenging or whatever, but he doesn't want her to be bored, because he said if she's bored, she'll be clingy. So he doesn't want someone that's clingy. He wants a very much standalone, independent kind of person. Now, I explained to him, yeah, what you're describing, like the things that you're describing you want in a person, I don't know if that person exists. Do you get what I mean? Because you want independence, you want someone that's quite, you know, in some ways so motivated, but you also want someone that's quite, almost like a doormat, very quiet, very, you know, tender. It's okay living in your shadow. It's okay to just accept anything that you say to her. And I'm just like, I don't know if that kind of person exists. And he's like, yeah, of course he doesn't exist no more. Like, these new age girls, they're not the same. My biggest thing, yeah, and I said to him, I was like, I can tell, even if you were able to find someone remotely similar to what you're looking for, the kind of girls that you go for and the kind of girls you want are not the girls that are gonna be putting up with what you just said. Because I was like, I think I even said to him, an Insta baddie, that's you're trying to, you know, shoot your shot at. You got your whole gym yeah. I feel like more time guys that are very, very gym focused are very much, they lead with their body. Do you get what I mean? They lead with their muscles, they lead with their pecs, they lead with their chest, like they lead with their body a lot. Now, the kind of girls that you attain that will just be attracted solely on, oh, his muscles are so big, he's ripped, already, that list of people that you have identified, they don't qualify. Do you get it? One of them to be independent, one of them to not be clingy, one of them to be a doormat, submissive, or whatever. Let me not say doormat, submissive and all of that. Them girls there, yeah, them girls that want guys that are aesthetically pleasing. The cooking and cleaning, wake up at 9 a.m. Cook, make sure you make breakfast, make dinner, make lunch, make snacks, or bring snacks to your workplace, or if you're working from home, you know that TikTok where the girl's like, what her sister gives her to eat, all of that, having your plate ready, having everything, like your clothes are ironed. I don't think those girls do those type, and I don't think most girls do those type of things, but I will be lying to say that I don't in some ways understand where he's coming from, because he's thinking, okay, in terms of what society deems as a high value man, he is a high value man. And I only just realized that before I started this video. And so, you know, high value man, I feel like earlier in this year was a really big topic, and you know, RIP to him, Kevin Samuels was very much discussing high value men, and that kind of became a pandemic in itself, where, oh, have a high value men want this and high value man want that. Cool. And even if what he's even saying is kind of like in some way similar to the discourse that people say, but I'm just like, okay, cool, you're a high value man, yeah, but I was just like, I've known you for a very long time. When I asked you, like, who are you? Like, what do you... No, I don't want to use the term what you bring to the table. Let's forget that what you bring to the table is so rinse style, so like, yeah, it's just so generic now. But let's take it at face value in the sense that, what do you bring to a relationship? What attributes do you bring? What positive attributes? How can someone benefit with being with you? So let's use what you bring to the table in that context for what is originally purposed to do, and or what's originally meant to mean. And you've listed qualities that are not really pertaining to you as an individual. Let's say his name is Michael, yeah? I'm just like, but Michael, I can list some things like, you're a loyal person, you're really nice, like, you are right, like, I can list qualities that are very specific to you as an individual, but you have not listed anything that makes you stand out. Do you know what I mean? You've listed that, and I even said to him, I'm not gonna lie, what you've listed, I know 2 other guys that fit that exact description. Earn over 100k, gold gym, a good looking, I know a few guys that fit those boxes, they tick it. But if that's the case, then is it like your approach is just to be able to fit into a box? But that doesn't really tell me who you are as an individual. And I feel like if you use that approach, all you're gonna do, yeah, if you use that approach to define who you are, you just tick boxes, yeah, you're gonna look for a girl that does ticks those boxes. But if she knows that, if you're leading with your money, or you're leading with something, and you're like, oh yeah, I want this girl to tick these boxes, more time, and I'm not saying this is to every girl, and even guys do the same, we know guys do the same, they will tick those boxes eventually, 100%. If I was wicked, and a guy said, oh, I want a girl not to be too opinionated. If she's not too opinionated, I'll give her, you know, £6,000 every month. If she cook, I'll be good at Ramsey. I would be good at Ramsey. All the my mouth does, I will, He speaks, yes sir. No sir. Okay sir. Literally, I'll pretend. I will cash in. If you're leading with money, and I feel like that is pertaining to a lot of people. If you're leading with something that's not even, you're not even allowing me to fall in love with who you are as an individual, because whether based on whatever reason, insecurities or just how you view yourself or how you view life, you're not telling me much about who you are. You're just telling me, I tick those boxes. I tick these boxes that I know a lot of people want to be ticked. A lot of people can't tick it. Now, what are you ticking? Do you know what I mean? all the girl's gonna do is tick the boxes of it. If you manage to even find someone that's even willing to bend over backwards to tick those boxes, all that's gonna do, the mentality you are approaching it with, they are just gonna match you basically, or pretend to match you initially, until you revisit your mentality and actually understand, okay, why do you want what you want? Like, be real with yourself. Why do you want, like, what emotional, physical, even sexual, what do you actually want? Don't look at the boxes that you want ticked. Look at what you actually need. And I guess it's like the whole discourse of matching what you need, what you actually need in a partner, and what you want in a partner. But that's why I wanted to bring this topic to you guys, and I want you guys to let me know what you think. Like, what do you think about this whole, his approach to it? Him saying, okay, I earn over 6 figures, I go gym, I'm good looking, I'm serious, like I'm ready to settle down. And him saying he wants a girl that's ready to, you know, take care of his needs in terms of the sexual aspect of it, cooking, cleaning, doesn't want her to be clingy, she can keep the money, he doesn't want any. And I even said, oh, what about she has a business, because you don't want her to be bored, so do you want her to have a business? He's like, yeah, she can have her business, she can run a successful business, but she has to be ready to cook and clean when I need her to. So obviously I feel like, even my positioning, I see it from both aspects. I think for me as individual, I will move towards like, yeah, best of luck, sir. May God guide you. And I even told him, like, oh, I don't know, Michael. And he was like, yeah, I can tell you're these new age girls, aren't you? You're these new age. I'm like, yeah, Sana Field, new age girl. Because suffer. If I haven't brought out the video yet, I'll talk about Black Love and how my opinion on Black Love, yeah, even though this is not really pertaining to Black Love, but this whole, back in the day, this struggle love, let me not even say Black Love, the struggle love, this whole have to do this because you're bringing in the money, I have to be bending over backwards, and the quality of the life I'm living is horrible. Never. But anyways, let me know what you guys think below. Answer this question in terms of the qualities that he's listed of himself and what he wants. Do you think that's realistic? Be completely honest. You can say, actually, no, Zoe, what he wants is fully justified. Or you can say, yeah, I don't know if he's reaching, I don't know if he's going to find a girl that's willing to do all of that. Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. And yeah, bye guys.